long or belong. Trusting your friends and their friendship could be lifelong. I be smoking so much weed, you will probably think I'm a drug maker. Boss on haymaker, pockets on tiebreakers. You rappers coming against me will be no tiebreaker. I'm a suit and tie chaser, you a casual peacemaker. Rolling up big blunts with the king size white baby. That's the only way I know to keep the stress from trying to grow. The devil words rise, but the Mary tells the truth for sure.
I wanna get away, just to roll some tree and forget the day. Sit back, chill and fall in the days. But still I try. I try. Sometimes I wanna get away.
What's up, guys? I'm back with another episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with me, Delton Wall. I'm back for like a 2-week break. A lot of stuff has happened within those 2 weeks. Well, has it been 2 weeks? No, it was only 1 week. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened in the past week. That is mainly it's not the focal point of it, but it's, what was the word I'm looking for? It is the more broadened undertone of the whole episode of today. Today's episode is really about keeping in touch with your friends and family during these troubling times. Death is all around us. We never know when it's going to hit. We never know when it's going to appear. And we have to be ready for it. Even though we don't want to be ready for it, we have to be. And what brought this up was last Monday, my mom was heading to the dentist's office. Normal doctor's appointment. She was getting ready, had her outfit on, ready to go. 2 weeks prior, her back was hurting. Well, she has scoliosis, so her back's normally, it's not in pain always, but it's like little nicks there, here and there. Well, past 2 weeks, my mom's back has been it's really some real pain. She didn't think nothing of it. She just thought it was like a little sharp pain that she normally goes through. Well, that Monday, before she was going to her dentist's office, her body just started going into shock and limp. And when I didn't know what to do at the time, because what I did was we tried to get mom up so we could get to the hospital because we didn't know what was going on. And then for 2 seconds, my mom just blinked and just froze. And in that moment, I thought I lost my mom. I thought my mom died in my hands, carrying her to the doctor's office, and I just bust out in tears without doing anything. My first reaction was crying because I thought I lost my mom that day. And it's hard because I lost a lot of family members in the past couple of years, and they all hurt. Losing my mom I don't even know how me as a person will react in that situation. I don't even know how I will go about it. I mean, therapy and talking to somebody is always a thing to do. But in that initial moment, I don't even know. And when it happened, me and my mom saying they immediately got in the car and took my mom to the hospital. And when we got there, when my mom got in there, she started getting IVs put in her to see how she's been doing, to see if she's doing well. And I was just sitting beside my mom the whole time, and I didn't know if this was going to be the last time I was going to hold my mom's hand and see her. And it's pretty rough because I just don't have a plan. Normally people have bad plans if family members pass away or parents pass away, but I never really talked to my mom about it because I don't want to put, I guess, the airs of death around, because it probably just brings nothing but negativity, and like putting death in the air doesn't sit well with me. But you have to be prepared, because if you're not, stuff can go horribly wrong and you're not ready for it. But back to my mom being in the hospital, I was with her the whole time. The doctors were nice to her. We were going over what happened. She didn't know what happened at that time. It was just out of nowhere that she couldn't move her right side of her body, and we were just confused that whole day. So luckily, my mom got better within a couple hours. They gave her some medicine. We came home. But like for some reason, my mom was like super weak, and we didn't know why. And she just been like down and in a dump or whatever, and I just didn't know why. And I think it was, I want to say Thursday, that last Thursday, I talked to her, and I had a heart to heart with her, because I had to bring in some encouragement to her. And she's always encouraging me. I'm always the one encouraging the family. Funny enough, the guy with the worst enthusiasm, the worst outlook on himself, is the one pushing and helping his family feel better. And just like seeing my mom so weak, it just hurt me so much, because I didn't know what to do. I couldn't do anything. And she just felt so down and weak, because she down or weak or feel like she can't do nothing. And so this has been weighing on her. And she came to me and said, I feel like I lost my smile. Like I lost the light. I just don't know. And it hurt, because I feel like that all the time. And for my mom to tell me that she's feeling that way now after all this, it broke me, because I didn't know what to say at the time. I didn't know what to say right then. And telling her this is going to be okay, and we're going to get through it. It just felt like I could have said something more, because my mom is a big light in my life. Me and my sister, and losing her would crush us so much. And it was my little sister actually who tried to give me give me some positivity too, try to not have me focus on it too much. But seeing my mom just like give up, it just hurt so much. And I just didn't know, and I just couldn't look at her in the face and just tell her it was going to be okay, and just like not cry, because I don't know. We just don't know, because when we were looking it up what was happening, we found out my mom had like a mild stroke, and like thank God, thank the Lord, it was nothing heavy. But like her having this little mild stroke, like it broke her down mentally, and I can see that. I can see when it happened, that when she came to realize it, she just like got down the dumps. But a couple of days later, I want to say like Sunday, my mom came to me after work and told me she looked in the mirror, and out of nowhere she started smiling, and she looked in her face, and normally when people have strokes, have like some part of their body goes like down a little bit. And when we both checked it, my mom's face was fine. She was getting her walk back. She's still feeling the effects a little bit, but she's doing better and feeling better. And at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for. I don't know what I would have done if I would have lost her then. I just don't know. So, this Monday we went to the doctor's office with her. Well, I went with her, and we we're fine. We would talk to the doctor. We were checking mom out and see if there was any real nerve damage that I could see outward. Like if she could still like move her arms freely, raise her legs freely, and walk freely. And she was able to do it. So that was a great positive. And even today, my mom stood up straight up and with her head held up high, literally. And it just brought so much light to me. And I was so happy. I really want to push the narrative that, hey, please check up on your friends and family. We're losing a lot of people. And so quickly that we're not coming to grips with it. And we're not expressing the hurt. We're just eating it and just moving on instead of coming to grips with it, accepting it, and going about our day. There's a lot of people who lost a lot of friends and family. It's not a pleasant feeling. And I want to tell everybody that it's going to be okay. I know that it sounds like a very mundane thing to say, like, hey, it's going to be okay. Things change. Things might get better. And sometimes they don't get better. Sometimes they get worse, and the worst outcome happens. But I think being prepared and not dwelling, still addressing and knowing that what happened, the conflict or the ailment happened, but not dwelling on it, as in not letting it take over you. Still live your life. Try to get over it, but live your life and try to live it the best way and live it the healthier way so you can live for your family. And if you're already healthy and let's say you just got sick, well, if it's not COVID or anything super, super serious, well, even if it is super serious, having the hope or having the mindset of things will get better or change will come if I want it and I do it. I think that would be a great thing too. And really, this came from one of my homeboys who's from college who lost his mom recently. And when I found out, I just couldn't say anything, man. Like, losing a parent is hard, man. And he told me, I'm not going to tell the story because it's not my place to tell a story about another family member's death. But when he told me how he felt emotionally, he told me it broke him because he didn't know what to do. And just like me, he didn't know. But he said he came to grips with it and he's trying to get better. He's not trying to get better. He's accepting it. And when he told me, I just cried. We were on game chat mic, so I turned it off so he wouldn't hear me. But I felt what he was going through. Even though my mom did pass away, I just felt it because I didn't know if it was going to be the day. Because if I'm not able to tell my mom I love you, just like I couldn't tell my Aunt Yvonne or my Aunt Darlene or my Uncle James or my Aunt Shirley, like I couldn't tell any of them I loved them before they passed away. It is up and left, and I couldn't get my last words out. It's been a hard week trying to get the courage to record this. I've been crying for the past week because I didn't know what the fuck to do, and I've been scared to death my damn self, man. I literally have been Like, it's just death has been on my mind. I'm trying to like get past that shit, and I just don't know how. But with all that, I think today, today, I guess I've officially calmed down, and we're thinking positive, and we're not worrying and not dwelling on it. My mom's doing her MRI this week, and she's going to start physical therapy. So to get her back with her language, her talking and her walking, so she could be, I guess that's 75%. And 75 is definitely better than 0%. Trust me. And my mom's actually me and my mom just getting some walks in, so we're getting some exercise in together, which is a good thing. She's getting our stretch on. She's a strong woman. And now I think the healing process begins mentally and physically. And hopefully everybody else heals physically and mentally too. And I want to tell my friends let me just tell all my friends that know me and that I know you, that I love you, I care about you, and be safe. Even if we ended up on bad terms or words got thrown, I'm still not gonna fuck with you. But at the end of the day, I don't want nothing super bad to happen to you. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you, period. I just want everybody to be safe and not lose their life or perish or end up in a hospital or on a life support or have their family members go. Losing life is hard, and to get over is even harder. And sorry if this episode is a bit everywhere and a bit not together. I didn't really write anything down for this episode, so this is really coming off like the head, my dome, and me just going for it. Trying to get it all together in a clear package. I didn't want to write this down. I wanted this to be more, I guess, organic and not as thought based, I guess, like thought out. I just wanted to see how me freestyling this would be. So this is coming off like the situation of last week, and I think it was a couple of days ago where what was it? A couple of days ago? Or was it yesterday? Because today's the 24th that I'm recording this. No, this is the 23rd I'm recording this, and I think that grocery store shooting and the Atlanta shooting was in like 3 days of each other, like 2 days ago. And it's just like, it's just starting shootings again. Like, shit's just getting out of hand again. Like, well, I haven't been watching the news, so I don't know if like the mass shootings have been going up or down, but like, bro, what the fuck? Like, the dude just walked into the grocery store and just let off because he was just mad, and he killed like 10 people. And now those 10 people lost their lives just going to a grocery store and getting some food. And in the recent news showing that I was watching with my mom, one kid who was looking at all the flowers that people left, he was just going there to get some gum, and then he ended up getting shot at, and luckily he survived, but the other 10 didn't. And it's just reckless gun. Well, I won't say reckless gun violence because the other people didn't have guns. It was just reckless manslaughter, homicide. And the same thing like happened in Atlanta. The 8 Asian women, I believe. No, 8 Asian. No, not women, because there were some men in there. I think it was 8 Asian employees that worked at a spa. Dude just walked in and murdered them, like cold blood with no remorse. And it's just getting to a point now where people are now, I think North Carolinians are more armed than they ever were in the past couple of years. And I think it was a black gun instructor. I forgot where he was stationed at, or where he was but he was that he has gotten booked for the past 2 to 3 months in the recent couple of days with all the shit that's going on. And I understand there's a lot of people I know who have a concealed handgun license or who have a license to carry, because it's just people you don't know. You never know how people is going to act, what anybody can do. People, you can just wake up one morning and then boom, and you just get shot at a gas station because you were just minding your business and shit just happened. And I think even shit, I don't think Nick's going to ever get a handgun license, because the way he's talked about it, it just feels like it's just approaching danger on him carrying a gun. And I understand that too. I understand both sides, not carrying a firearm and carrying a firearm, because you never know what the fuck can happen. So anybody can just pull up and shoot. Shit, you don't even have to do anything. You could just mind your business, then boom, nothing. Then 2 seconds later, gone. And I can see the other side, having it on you, like Nick said, having it on you. People just see it and just think oh, he tough. Oh, I'm gonna see what he can do with this pistol. When you try him, I'm gonna try you because I can. And what are you gonna do about it? And it's just, I don't know, man. It's a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of shit with people, and the world's just going to shit. You don't know. You never know what can happen. But this episode wasn't going to be a long one. I just wanted to get something off my chest and talk to you guys. And I appreciate you guys really listening. I really do. It's kind of like you guys are my psychiatrist, even though that's not how even though you guys are not licensed for psychiatry. Funny enough. It just feels better to talk to somebody about it and talk to you guys too. So thank you guys for listening. Next week's episode is going to be a lot more cheerful. It's probably going to be on it's going to be on music. I don't know what topic of music. I know what I wanted to be, but I'm still trying to see how I'm going to do that. And thanks guys for listening. Peace, love, and tranquility, I guess. Peace.
But still I try. Yes, I try. Sometimes I wanna get away, just to roll some trivia and forget the day. Sit back, chill, and fall in the days. But still I try. Yes, I try.
True soul.
Sometimes I wanna get away,
True soul.
just to roll some trivia and forget the day.
True soul.
Sit back, chill, and fall in the days.
True soul.